Hi, everybody. Welcome to the QB School. I'm JT O'Sullivan. Today, Shane Buechele, SMU. Fired up for this one. Let's get it going. Welcome to the QB School. This video is a sampler of what will be available this week for the Quarterback School Patreon community, the entire game. SMU versus Cincinnati, a really good defense in Cincinnati. SMU, Shane Buechele, how did he handle it? How did he play the entire game over at the Quarterback School Patreon community? So if you are interested in that, hop over there, sign up soon. Again, I appreciate the support. Let's get this one going. All right, a little Shane Buechele highlight sampler right here. A little naked to the right, gets hawked. Now, Cincinnati has some dudes on defense, but this one is half scheme, half just a snapshot of what the athleticism is we're dealing with here. To me, this is a combination of scheme and just the truth when it comes to athleticism. What I mean by that is when we're doing a naked here, this needs to be, we're faking, the quarterback usually needs to take enough depth that they can get around whatever shows up in the outside gap. Now, right here, when I say scheme issues, is that if this player is doing what's often called a late flat or sealing the edge, they are responsible for whatever shows up there. Well, you have to be able to block it or take the edge off or hit it. So this split is too much because it gets pierced here. Now, to me, it also needs to be tethered to the quarterback's depth coming out of this thing. So you have to come with enough vertical depth to be able to at least throw it away. You can't come, flat, roundy, 7-on-7 rollout vibe here. You've got to take enough depth to play real football. So first, let's watch that number 3 tight end receiver not be able to get in there. See what I mean? He can't touch that player on defense. Now, the quarterback needs to get depth to be able to get away from that defender. Can't go flat, and then if you do go flat, you got to have the athleticism and burst to get out of there. And so this kind of shows a deficiency in the scheme and just the limitations of the athleticism that's available on film. So it is what it is. Film doesn't lie. Again, I'd like to get a little bit ride along fake and then vertical out of there. See how he comes out kind of at an angle with that off the play fake? All bad. So just take a quick little picture of what that looks like because we'll come back and see that exact play later in the game. A little bit later here, this is a missed kind of under post up top. You can see the middle field open. One more time. We'll draw the whole thing out, but a shot to the middle of the field, middle field open, corner pulls that safety. There it is, right on the bottom of the horse. Then he goes to make a throw on the run off platform out of structure. So first of all, look to the left up top. 83 is clearing out that safety. 5 is coming underneath him. Throw it right at the feet of the horse. He's off of it. Looks like he's like looking down at the rush. They're rushing 3. No reason to do this. Also gets definitely toesy here. So that's toesy. We're up on our toes, up on our toes, up on our toes. We go to exit, okay? So now we're off platform. Who's he throwing it to? The guy with his hands up, 11, who's wide ass open? 11 doesn't think so. Is he throwing it to the guy who's up the sideline who might score a touchdown? I don't know. Who knows who he's throwing it to? It looks like he's throwing it to the grass. And that comes up more than I've seen just about anybody else that we've looked at this offseason going into this draft. If I can't tell who you're throwing it to, probably not a great sign. So scheme-wise here, this is important to draw because this is, to me, one of those plays that kind of shows some anticipation, shows some ways to attack a defense. Get the corner goes first, and then here's what I'm used to calling a follow post. So he goes second, and then he lets that corner go, and then he attacks the middle of the field. So what we're trying to do here is have pulled this safety out. This safety come over here with the number 1 receiver. I think he ends up running like a curl here. So this is where the ball should go. 100%. I have nothing to do. I have no idea what they're telling him read-wise, but I can tell you I'd bet a significant amount of money that that's where the ball needs to go on time every single time. Right there, top of the drop, hitch, throw it, anticipate it. You can see what it does with that corner post up top. Soon as that middle field safety, or the safety up top, turns his shoulders to run with the corner, that ball goes to the post. And that's a big hit. Shoot, the post guy hit up the mailbox right on the feet. Now, when you go off platform here to get outside the pocket, the curl wide open, right? The guy who's on the top of the 40, And then the wheel down here at the bottom of the screen, or the back mailbox. Got 2 mailboxes, 2 hands up. Everybody's open. We throw it between everybody. Not a great start. And there are a number of these kind of like what I would classify as significant miss. Now you could be like, oh, you're being real picky. I don't think so. That's a wide open right there up top at the horse. And then that's wide open at the curl. And then that's wide open at the rail. The rail is probably the hardest one. But again, usually a problem if we can't tell who you're throwing it to. Watch out. Coming in hot. Next one here. Little fake toss slant. Put the ball on the body, on the break. Drop it for us. It's a pandemic of drops. SMU this game. Just disgusting. This is a cool play. I will tell you that it's cool and dangerous to me. And what I mean by that is the ball ends up going here to this little slant. Rip it in here in this nice little hole off this toss action. Love it. The only thing I don't love about this type of design is that when you do this toss action, you're thinking everybody's going to go with this kind of go fit the run here outside. It just brings people to the party. What I mean by that is that, this player probably shouldn't be in a slant window. This player probably shouldn't be in a slant window. But when you go do this type of like fake toss footwork, you're going to bring all these people to the party. So just hypothetically, if design-wise, if you were to come down here and rock it, the slant away sometimes is better. So as opposed to this is fake toss slant 2, I like it even better if it's fake toss slant away for this window, because then you get the people flowing back the other way. So let's just hypothetically play this thing out the way that they have it designed here up top with the slant. Love the footwork here. Quick toss, back foot in the ground, ripping it on time. When he goes to make that throw, the receiver hasn't come out of the slant break yet. That thing hits him on the hands. It's a touchdown. You got to catch that ball. And those 2 middle field players by the umpire, they go towards that slant, right? Now let's just assume we had the slot down here at the bottom of the screen on the bottom hash running a slant. You can see that window would be pretty nice too. Just different ways. But at the end of the day, it's a drop. There were a number of drops in this game. I mean, a staggering amount. So much so that when I watched the entire film, I was getting upset. This is a touchdown corner to number 11, the number 3 receiver. Too easy. Excellent execution in the red area. Love to see these types of throws show up on film. Now, I know he's wide open, but nice throw right up on his face. Tight windows in the red area. Things that I didn't love about this. Now, I love the protection, full slide here, play fake. Didn't love how he kind of drifts to his left. Now, he gets away with it here because it's great pass protection. But again, they're on the right hash, where he ends up throwing this thing, that'll get you in all sorts of trouble in the league, drifting that much in the pocket. But that's to the wide side. It's a nice little 7-iron right to the back corner. Again, watch the drift. See how he kind of ends up, out over the guard. Now, it works out there because the left tackle is a beast on that, but potential for issues. Next one here, a little 3x1, short motion. This is that same naked. Now the number 3 receiver has the ability to seal the edge. He gets that edge. Now we can get out on the perimeter, hook up, really tough, contested, almost like hinge route out there. 21 was a game record for Cincinnati here in this game, but this is a nice one. I put this on here just because I love the fact that it's the same play we saw earlier. It's that edge when now he's blocked so he can get outside on the run. So now we're on the run to the right. A little comeback on the outside the numbers. That's a big time throw. That's nice coverage. See that receiver up top, hit the brakes, come back to the ball. Again, timing wise here, when does he let this thing go? Little early, little anticipation, could probably be even better, but that's a beautiful throw, accurate, outside the numbers. Love to see it. One more time with the fake, blocked correctly, tight contested window, red area, love it. Next one here, drop season. This is the worst of the worst because it's a drop, strike, pick, which is really unicorny. Again, I mean, it's a slant. He's getting blasted because the right guard decides he's going to whiff put his head down, lean, get beat inside, everything bad. He gets smacked. Look at the ball. I mean, he gets smacked. It may be a tick out in front of him, but that's a pretty good throw. You got to catch that. And you sure as hell can't have it intercepted by the guy behind you here. Mind-boggling. Oh my goodness. What a nightmare. Again, slants up top. I mean, no words there. So when you look at the stat sheet and see pick, you got to understand the context of what's going on here. I love his footwork here as far as being lined up. Right, one step, I'd probably get rid of that little bounce in it, but some people teach that little shuffle, especially when it's press. But I mean, look at the guy bearing down on him right down the hash. On a 3-step pass pro to get eaten like that, that's tough. Show some strength, some courage to stand in the pocket, make this throw, and then you get rewarded with a pick. Holy gosh. Get out of here, 5. I'm going to also take a minute here to talk about my man 7 right here over the Cincinnati scoreboard. That dude is putting in work this entire video. My goodness, he's on his phone. He is he's working his magic there the entire game. This one, again, one of those throws where when you watch it, you just don't see misses like this on Sundays. What I mean is like misses by yards. Now, normally I would say that I kind of like the footwork of the base. It's a little toesy, bouncy. Both his feet are up in the air a few times here. But this thing just scud missiles. The thing bounces at the 35. I mean, it's that's a 0-2, breaking ball. Just thunk. Like I need a sound effect there. You just don't see misses like this very much from guys who get drafted high or drafted. Last one here. A little naked. Love the off platform. Again, creative throw. I can't tell you who he's throwing it to. Let's just assume he's throwing it to the guy who touches it. Really, 2 guys could have caught it here. But I love that quick move because 21 is a real good football player. So get out there, set the edge, get up, off platform, going vertical, throw it to your right, drop. Drop. Again, one more time. This time he comes out vertical enough to get out there. You can see he could throw this to the flat to get rid of it, or he can climb because he set the vertical of the play action, the boot path vertical enough. Climb, find that over, off platform, running towards contact. Big time. Again, is he throwing it to that corner or out or the over? I don't know, but it would hit either of those guys in the hands. Somebody catch it. I don't want it. You don't want it. Nobody wants it. One more time here. Again, just appreciating the athleticism here late in the game. Up, over, off platform, strike. Can't catch it for you. So that is a wrap. Shane Buechele, SMU. If you're interested in the entire video, hop over to the Quarterback School Patreon community. Other than that, thanks so much for supporting the channel. Have a good one. I'll see you next time.